Hello, welcome to Family Adventuring featuring 4 crazy kids.
Today we are going to be doing some baking. Me and Isabelle have decided to take a recipe from this keto book and we are going to make pecan pie clusters, which we've never done, so this should be very interesting, but we're really excited about it, huh, Isabelle?
I'm so excited.
Okay, so we got all the ingredients together and we wanted to tell you what to get ahead of time, and I'll also write it in the comments below if I can. And what it is 1 cup of chopped pecans.
We got the Fisher brand.
Yep, we got the Fisher brand. 2 ounces of chopped dark chocolate.
We got morsels because you don't really have to cut them.
Yeah, and we also, because we have dairy and gluten allergies and soy allergies, we're using Enjoy Life, but really any dark chocolates would work. And then 3 tablespoons of salted butter, which we, like I said, we have food allergies, so we're using Earth Balance, dairy-free, vegan. It's also soy-free and gluten-free. That's what we're using, but any salted butter would work. 1/4 a cup of heavy cream, and we're using the Silk dairy-free whipping cream. And then the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of monk fruit X sweetener, but because we have 2 dogs in our house, monk fruit has erythritol in it, and that could hurt or harm or kill dogs. So we kind of try to keep that away from our house. So we have substituted it with Swerve, which we have found works really well in the past. We've tried that and we've substituted monk fruit for Swerve.
This one is granular.
Yeah, we're using the granular kind. We'll see if that works. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which we are using, what is it called? Sweet Leaf Sweet Drops. So the first of the directions say, line a baking sheet with parchment paper and set aside. But when we got the stuff together, we realized, what, Isabelle?
We forgot the parchment paper.
Yeah, we didn't have any parchment paper. So instead, we are using
aluminum foil.
We're using aluminum foil. So we'll tell you if that works at the end of the video and see if it actually comes off. And then the next thing is, over medium heat, we're gonna melt the butter, which again, it is 3 tablespoons, until bubbling and golden brown. We are using, I found these little tiny cups on Amazon, and they're exactly a tablespoon, and I use these for when I make keto friendly shakes, and I put some MCT oil in it, and these are a tablespoon, so that's what we're using for this, 3 of them.
Okay.
So we have 3 tablespoons of butter. And our hands are already washed. She's gonna be doing a lot of the cooking while I video her.
I'm gonna go take this to the stove.
So as you can see, she has put 3 tablespoons of butter, and she is going to put it on medium heat.
And you don't want it to actually really bubble, because that'll make the butter burn. You want to keep stirring it and swirling it around, because if you don't, it'll all bubble up in one area, and then all your butters, and then the rest of your butter is not cooked.
Don't forget, you gotta make it golden brown.
Ours is yellow, so shouldn't be that brown.
Yeah, don't worry about it being too golden brown. Told you we have dogs.
Let that bubble.
Alright. Once golden brown, add heavy cream and slowly whisk.
Alright, I gotta turn this off so it doesn't.
Alright, she's gonna take it off for a second while I'll get the heavy cream ready. I have given the camera to Ian for now, that way I can do this. So we need to do 1/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream. And like I said, we're using the dairy-free one. That way I can do it. Which again, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if our substitutions, I think that might add to the carb content. But I really don't have much of a choice because I can't have gluten, dairy, or soy. So we just deal with it. And my husband just deals with that fact.
And
He
you
doesn't
also on
complain.
keto.
And truthfully, this kind of got whipped up, but it's still good. But it did get whipped up, but when you pour yours in, it probably won't be as chunky. But it's still good.
It's so chunky. Look at that. It's like a very
So she's got the heavy whipping cream.
washer.
All right, so you whisk. Did you reduce the heat?
Yes. I had to take it off heat. Yes,
And then
it's
you
reduced.
simmer.
So stir.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna get the swerve and the vanilla extract ready, because when that simmers, that needs to be added to it. All right, 2 tablespoons. And again, these little tiny tablespoon thingies work really, really well.
All right, I call this simmer.
Okay, well, I'm not ready yet. All right, so 2 tablespoons. All right, 2 tablespoons, right? Let me make sure. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which I only had a half a teaspoon once. We gotta do this twice. You ready?
This is simmered. So next, we're going to,
Add the 2 tablespoons of swerve. Go ahead, you can say it.
you can add the 2 tablespoons of swerve.
And then 1 teaspoon of
1
vanilla
teaspoon
extract.
of vanilla extract. That's a half tablespoon, so we're going to do 2 of those. Your heat should still be reduced.
Whisking vigorously. Continue whisking occasionally as mixture begins to thicken.
It's already thickening.
Remove from heat when mixture has a caramel-like consistency.
Sorry. That's
I'd say do it a
worse.
little bit more.
Okay. Yes, we're a little more.
You don't need to get her, but you need to get the...
Okay.
Sometimes you can go to her. She's cute.
Looks caramely, but it doesn't really. It doesn't feel. It doesn't. Like the color looks caramely, but it doesn't look caramely.
Vigorously is use those muscles. Not gonna lie, guys, it smells really good.
It smells like honey. I think this is good. It smells like cake. This is the extract. I don't know. Alright, this is thickened up. It's nice and thickened, and it looks like caramel. It looks like caramel.
All right, now you take it off of the heat.
Do you have a thing ready?
What? Oh yeah, go ahead and put it over there.
Always remember to put one of these things on because it can get really hot. You don't want to burn the stove and then burn your house.
So we're gonna mix the pecans onto that, and then we're gonna spoon small clusters of that onto that.
Okay.
So now Isabelle is going to put 1 cup of chopped pecans in the mixture and mix it.
Let's have this.
You can always add a little bit more if you want.
Yes, we want to make it much for candy because it's good to stay healthy.
Go on.
You want to make sure all the pecans are all covered with the mixture. It smells so good. It's like popcorn, like caramel popcorn.
I just want to apologize. I just want to apologize for our dirty stove. My husband's been working a lot lately and he's the best at cleaning it, so I don't touch it. And that's why it's dirty.
Maybe you should be using the spatula for that instead of the whisk.
A spatula?
Yeah, wood handle spatula. You hand it to me.
Wow, Dustin. He just licked the spatula.
Or not spatula, whisk.
So when it's done, what do you do with it next?
When it's done, I think you have to coat them.
You do. We're gonna drizzle the pecans in with the thing, which is why I got a spoon.
Yep, I think this is good.
All right.
There's no extra clumps. We don't want it to bubble either.
Is this hot? Do you want me to take that? Just put it in there. Just put it in there. Do you know what drizzle means? Isn't
Yes, it means so too.
Okay. Ooh, we messed up.
What?
We're supposed to freeze the chopped pecans for 5 minutes, then put the chocolate on. And then refrigerate for 2 hours. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna put the chocolate on it because that's my bad. I messed up. Well, that actually makes a lot more sense in an air. So we're gonna freeze it. So because we have the hot chocolate, we're gonna go ahead and freeze it for maybe 10 minutes. And then we're gonna take them out and put them in an airtight container and put them in the refrigerator. We're improvising, people. We're improvising.
Improvising. People make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of refrigerating it, we're going to freeze it for 30 minutes and see what happens after that. We get extra chocolate.
I did put a lot of extra chocolate in there. If you think you're done, I can go ahead and stick it in the freezer now.
Okay, I just put a lot of chocolate on. Maybe we're going to go in the freezer.
I don't know if it's gonna fit.
It doesn't fit. Can I eat this? Can I eat this, guys? I love dark chocolate.
Alright, I put them in the freezer. You wanna take a video of that? Thing of that? We're freezing them for 30 minutes per Isabelle's request.
So we're going to take them out of the refrigerator and put them in the freezer, and then we took them out and put them in the refrigerator to let them warm up a little bit. So we're going to take them out of the refrigerator now. They look good. So, I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna try it. It's slimy on the bottom. It's like one of those chocolate fudges, but with like caramel glaze on the top. It's really good.
Any final thoughts, Isabel?
Ooh, I want to try one. I think it'd be more tastier, and it would hold more together if you put chocolate inside of the pecan mixture instead of just drizzling it on the top. I think it'll hold it together and it tastes really well. Happy adventuring! See you later! Bye!
Bye.
None for Connor.
What can I